How you doing? It's Aska. We are doing the settlement survival game. Aska. Okay, a couple things I need to do. I think I'm gonna be moving the cook off the barbecue from down here. I moved a dude off barbecue already. I don't have a person coming in. I gotta fix that. No. Oh. It'll take a little more to fix than I'd hoped. So we got coal going. I've got to get the crafter downstairs. I'm gonna go get blue things first. I think I saw some over this way. Okay, the crafter to the weaver and the leather worker. I want more than just one down there. It's the lower crafting thing, that's why I keep saying down there. It's lower than the other one. It's lower, it's down towards the lake to get nice prime real estate. Wolves over in these there hills. Somewhere around here. Got what I needed, but I would like to get another set, so another 4. So we got 2 people on the patrol for the village patrol. We have night and day shift on the stone watchtower, which has been a focal point of enemy activity over here, both from the east and from the south. There's a wolf den over here somewhere. I haven't really checked this way for shards. Yeah, there's a wolf den. I can see it now. Let me look at the map. Yeah, we haven't really been this way. A little one there. Is it too close or the wolvie's gonna come calling? We got good rope production and fax production right now. We're going to check the plaques when I get back, make sure it's as good as I want it to be, because we're going to be knocking out some clothes, nice thick stuff. I'm not even going to do the thin stuff. If I can. I don't know if I can bypass it. Maybe some linen cloaks, because I don't think we can do, till we get the carpenter, we can do the other cloaks. The really warm cloak. Wait, did I get 2 people on the patrol? I don't remember. I think I did. New guy. What you got going on? Mining. Soon, you're gonna take over for... I don't remember his name. Somebody at the coal maker. Which house got done? I think the barracks got done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have to go to basic, I think. Why? Improved leather worker, improved weaver. How do I do that? I don't know actually. Might as well show up when I can do it. Probably carpenter or something. Metalworking. We're working on that soon. I need one more thing for the next guy, so I'm gonna get that right quick if I can. They need a warehouse for clothing. I thought of a way to well, the problem is, well, it's not going to happen. That's why I'm skipping the lower level clothing. First of all, I can't recycle the lower level clothing. The thick stuff is for winter. Okay. Let me get my thoughts straight here. The thick stuff is for winter. You can do the thin stuff. I don't know why I ever did, because you need the leather worker to do the thick stuff. Okay, and well, I already got everything for the leather worker, so I went and built the weaver and the leather worker right on the, that was the plan. The plan is I got a guy up there making tools and weapons. It's Stone Age stuff, but actually I just put a new girl on it. I moved the good crafter down here, the girl who's been doing that. I also moved Newt from the barbecue, who had a crafting skill. He's going to be her apprentice, so he'll help out down here. So I hope they'll be kicking out the clothes, and I'll be seeing people running around with clothes on. What happens? Base game. Well, play no mods. I don't know if there are mods in the game. What happened in my last playthrough is I did the thin clothing, the flimsy stuff. Okay, the flimsy clothing. Everybody was dressed, and by the time I got the thick clothing going, well, actually we were running pretty low on leather scraps. Okay, well, we got tons of leather scraps right now, so anyway, I hope they'll be able to make up a bit of this cured leather and all that. And everything is produced right here in home, so I don't have to store that stuff. There's storage right here. Right. But I'll probably want overflow storage, you know, just in case. But here's the deal with the storage. If I put a storage in a warehouse, and I say I want 5 of these stored here, because if you don't do that, it's going to be maximum size for the box of whatever it is that you're storing, because that's the default. Okay, so let me go back to the clothing. On the default, if you don't have any storage for your clothing, if you built the flimsy stuff and then going to build the thick stuff before winter so that your people don't freeze to death, here's what's going to happen. The weaver's over here. On the back end of the weaver, there are 2 outfit racks. The weaver, let's just say this is the way it worked out. The weaver built the entire outfit of thick clothing. There were no flimsy stuff here because everybody wearing, only enough was made for everybody to wear. Okay, and somebody took off the last flimsies on here, and I had already canceled the recipe to make flimsies because if these are empty, this is the storage. Okay, this is my Aska Epiphany, storage epiphany. This is the storage. The only thing that they don't even really care about the recipe because, okay, they only care about the recipe in as far as they can fill up their storage. They want to fill up the storage. So if they don't have a recipe to fill up the storage, okay, problem solved. Okay, but you can store 2 hats, 2 shirts, 2 pants, all that jazz. I just showed you the 7 different things. Gorm. So, your people are all clothed with flimsy stuff. She's making thick stuff. She fills up both of those with thick stuff. One of you guys goes over there and grabs a hat. What do you think happens? You would think she's going to make another hat. Well, that's not going to happen. Okay, here's why. I'll get to you, Gorm. Because when your villager takes off, well, when he takes the thick hat or the thick hood, whatever, he's going to put his flimsy hood on there. You got to put it somewhere. He puts it on the outfit rack. Now, you walk by the crafting area, and your crafters are standing there, and you know what they say to you? They say, my storage is full. And you go look at it, and they get bogged down too. Okay, I'll be using hat as an example because I had it as an example. They get bogged down too. She would sit there and focus on building those hats if she can. But since the storage isn't filled for the thick hats, I know the storage is filled, but not for the thick hats. Because she wants to fill the storage for the thick hats. Because that's the only recipe she has now is the thick hats, and she wants to fill the storage for the thick hats. All her storage wants to be filled with thick hats. Yeah, that's kind of thick, I know. She doesn't move on and make shirts. She doesn't move on and make pants. She doesn't make any boots. She doesn't make any gloves. She says, my storage is full, and she stands there with an exclamation point over her head. Because dude put his flimsy hat where the thick hat was, took his thick hat, and went on his merry way, like he should have, except, well, unfortunately, now you just screwed up my crafter, and she stopped producing thick stuff, and you're all going to freeze to death this winter. There you go. You just killed everybody. Man who put his hat, instead of throwing it on the floor, he put his flimsy hat on the outfit rack like a good polite citizen. Figures somebody's going to take care of this, right? Well, nobody takes care of it. Solution? Warehouse. So now your warehouse guy will go empty those outfit racks if you're storing that stuff. So you need a clothing box or you need an outfit thing. And I would suggest probably using the outfit things instead of the clothing things. I've used the clothing thing already, and I'm going to try the outfit thing this time. Okay, that way I got more granular control. I mean, the one outfit thing can be for flimsy, the other can be for thick. Now we're talking about the warehouse guy. Well, unfortunately, what's going to happen here, again, and I've already complained about this. Let me show you something. What do I have? Oh. Wrong way. I was standing in the right place. What we have here is a box. It has none on all this, right? Except the only thing this box stores is fiber, bone fragments, and feathers. How are we doing on that fiber anyway? Yeah, these people gotta get to work. We gotta get this fiber out of here, because shit's getting full. I gotta make another box for that. Okay, we're gonna make a fiber box over here. Right quick, and then I'll finish the story, I swear. I'm gonna show you exactly what happens. What I'm saying, some of the problem is. Oh, I just took something off priority that was on priority. I think it was a house. Okay. This box here, this box right here, is only for rope. There's only rope going in this box. I can deposit my rope. Now look at the deposit thing. It says bones, and I can deposit the bones. Let me take them bones back out of there. Oh, that didn't take the bones out. Let me take the bones out, put the rope in. Let's look at this. Rope on medium, everything else is none. Okay? That's why it's fucked up. Okay? I can put these bones in here. Okay? So, dude with the hat. Dude with the flimsy hat, dude with the thick hat. He's got a flimsy hat on his head. He wants to get the thick hat out of the box. Well, just like me, he's allowed to put the flimsy hat in there, even though there's no flimsy hats allowed. See what I'm saying? That's the problem right there. Okay, that's the crux of the matter. Now, these storage don't have the granularity. Oh, I'm sorry. The outfit racks on the back of the Weaver don't have the you don't get to say anything about that storage. But in the warehouse, you do get to say, just like I did here, that hey, this box is for thick stuff. This box is for flimsy stuff. Still doesn't work. Like I said, because I can put these bones in here. Well, not in that one. In this one. Okay, even though what's supposed to be put in here is only ropes. Okay, so then instead of dropping it on the ground, and in which case the warehouse worker would pick it up and put it in the flimsy thing, right? Because I had a flimsy box, just flimsy box, stored 5 hats, 5 chests, 5 pants. You get the point. Because there's 7 rows of 5 in the clothing box. Trust me, I screwed with this. Okay, so I figure, well, I might as well use up all space, right? But that was kind of a mistake too. Okay. So first of all, you want to limit what you're putting in the box, because the default would be 35. It would start with hats, man. It would start with hats, and it would end with hats. If you just throw it on a clothing box and say, hey, turn everything off to none except for thick hats, okay? And your person is producing thick hats over there, okay? The default for that thick hat's going to be 35. Well, everything defaults. Even when they're all on, they all default to 35. So leave them leave them like that. If she's making thick hats, she makes a thick hat. Warehouse worker walks over, takes the thick hat off her outfit rack. You with me? He takes it over, puts it in the box. Now the crafter says, oh, I need a thick hat. She makes a thick hat, she puts it on there. She starts to get the materials for the chest because the thick hat is full, and she's moving on to the chest because it's full. It's full. Let me say that again. The thick hat's full. And then the warehouse worker walks over, takes the thick hat off of her outfit rack. Girl gets back with her material, says, oh, I need to make thick hats. Okay, because the thick hat is no longer full. That's how it works. Okay, yes, it's screwy. It's a logic bug. It's a logic bug. It's not a bug per se, as in like they fucked up the code. It's a logic error. Okay, the problem with the logic error is that she will make thick hats forever, and you'll come back to your little clothing box, which defaulted to 35 hats. Well, defaulted to 35 everything. It allows everything. But you'll be wondering why there are no chest pieces in here, why there are 35 thick hats in here. Hopefully your population is at least 35 at that point. Well, no, you guys were walking in here and getting thick hats out too, so it's worse. Now you got 70 thick hats, because all you people are walking around with thick hats. I know it's funny, but it's the way it is. It is. Yeah, you can test it yourself. She might get a random next thing in there, whatever your next thing of her producing is. If the warehouse guy is too slow to go over there and pick up the hat and throw it in his warehouse, because that's his job, to fill that box. That's what he does. It's only about the storage. He wants to fill the box. He doesn't care that there's 70 thick hats. Okay? If you limited it to 5, doesn't matter. He's going to go, well, okay, what would happen then? He would only get 5. Okay? So you'd end up with everybody with a thick hat and 5 plus the 2 on the outfit racks. You'd have 7 extra thick hats if somebody's hat broke. That's the way it should work. But until you get 70, well, okay, I got 33 people. Let's just use numbers here. Okay. This girl's going to be making hats. If I did it the exact same way, since we don't have flimsy hats involved, I won't have the problem of it being full of flimsy hats. That's what would happen. You would have the thick hat box full of flimsy hats. There'd be 35 flimsy hats in there. If everybody had a flimsy hat, went and got the thick hat, well, in the end, the last guy to get it, he put his flimsy hat in, filled up the thick hat box. Production has stopped. Warehouse guy's like, my job is done. Even though there's flimsy hats in there, not thick hats, he says, my job is done. The storage is full. Doesn't care about thick hats or flimsy hats. He cares about the storage being full. He never put more than 5 thick hats in there. Okay, like I said, I had it limited to 5. But in the end, you know, the people walk in there, they put their flimsy hat in and take the thick hat out, and at some point it's going to be full. So there's 35 thick hats. Let's just say there was 35 thick hats in there before anybody took it out, and 35 people later, there would be 35 flimsy hats in there, and the 2 thick hats that are on the outfit thing, of course, because dude didn't put anything on there because his storage was full. He didn't go get no more thick hats because the storage was full. Okay, it doesn't care if it's full of thick hats or flimsy hats. I don't know if I'm explaining this so you understand it. I'm trying real hard here to explain it so it's understandable. Okay, yes, he's limited to, let's say you limited it to 35. That would be the whole box. Okay, let's start again. You made the flimsy clothes. Everybody is clothes with flimsy stuff. Everybody has it. You don't have any extra. Okay? All the flimsy stuff is on your people. You have 35 people. But you decide, well, because maybe my people ain't going to get over there in time to keep the crafter going, to keep her making stuff. And you need to get this shit done before winter. So you'll set everything up in a box for 5 things in a box, and that'll keep the crafter going. Stay with me now. Stay with me. So there are 7 different clothing items if you include the cape. Okay? And so 7 times 5 is 35. It is 7 rows of 5 columns. So your thought is she'll make, well, 5 hats. It'll be full in the warehouse and she'll move on to something else. That's not how it's going to work. Okay? First of all, there's that bug. That's a bug where she should move on to the shirt but doesn't. I never had her move on to the shirt. The only time a shirt got put in there was because warehouse guy didn't get the 2 hats off of her thing, and then she moved on to shirts. When she had 2 hats on her outfit rack, a shirt got made. But only then, and that was because the warehouse guy didn't get it. Let's say, I don't know, warehouse guy, I put him on vacation or whatever. It doesn't matter why. He didn't get over here to get the 2 hats off before she made the next piece. Okay, that's the only time she's going to make the next piece is if she had the 2 pieces on there. Now, your people aren't putting flimsy hats on there, but still, if she got the thick hats, she has to have 2 on there. Thick hats are the first recipe on her list. If she doesn't have the 2 thick hats on there, well, she doesn't care either. Okay. Yes, she does, actually. She does care. Okay, that's why there's a bug, because if she didn't care, then she would move on when dude put a flimsy hat on there. Okay? Dude came, took off, thick hat, put flimsy hat on. She said, storage is full. I'm looking at it. I like, there's only 2 hats on there, girl. She's like, storage is full. She's just standing there. I stood there. I watched her. She didn't do nothing. She didn't want to do nothing. She said, my storage is full. So, both the outfit racks only had 2 hats on them. I'll show you the outfit racks again. And they were naked like that, except for 2 hats on the top for an entire day. She stood there. I stood there. Watched her. She just stood there. And I said, well, this is broken. Until I figured it out. So, that's when I built the clothing boxes. So, to get the hats off there. Because I took a hat off and she went right to work. Okay? You were with me on that part, right? There's 2 parts to this. And then, I said, I'll be slick. They're putting the flimsy hats on there, right? In the place of the thick hats. That's what the workers were doing after, I figured out, well, they got to come get the hats off. Okay, well, she still didn't move on. She said, I need 2 thick hats on there. She's the only one saying that, though, I'll tell you that. But there were flimsy hats on the thing, so she didn't recognize them flimsy hats as thick hats. But warehouse guy probably doesn't either. Okay, the problem is that I can put the bones in the rope box. the regular person, not the warehouse person, can walk up there and take the thick hat, but the flimsy hat has to go somewhere and it gets put in a box. Okay? Even though it's not supposed to have flimsy hats in the box. It's a thick hat box. Right. I don't know if I'm explaining this. It's not that complicated, but I feel like people aren't going to understand. But so my solution is going to be to build in my crafting thing here, which I'm trying to get the food out of. Oh, I gotta check to see if those are done. I know I built the other fish one. Are we seeing any fish yet? What is going on with the fish? Oh, okay, we have a fish in here. Are there any in here? Because I'm going to destroy these over here. Not. And I might move this raw food manually. Why am I looking there? The racks are over here. No fish on the racks. Okay, so I should be able to put everything to none on the meat rack and get it to where I can move the stuff off of there because people will be coming. That was my bad. Uh-oh. Right, people will be coming and putting meat on there. I'm kind of concerned about why there's so little fish. So what you gotta do is come in here. Now, they're not gonna move these. I tested this also. The only way they're getting moved is to be used or move them manually. Which I may just leave it to be used. I don't know. It means extra storage, but I need that warehouse for crafting. I need it for clothing stuff. Put this stupid axe away. So I imagine they go to the closest warehouse when they're cooking or something. Who knows what the logic is. Okay, good. We got one empty. But yeah, this is a pain. If you delete it, stuff's not going to be laying on the ground. At least not for small item box, I'll tell you that. Or the clothing box. That's how I got rid of all the old flimsy hats. I deleted the clothing box with them in it, full of flimsy hats. Well, actually I took out all the ones that were yellow or 50% health and more. I took those out and just left the ones that were 50% health or less. Well, okay, 49% health or less. I left them in the box. I deleted the box. They were gone. They were gone. We figured out how to delete something. I'm going to build a warehouse just for my character here. Only he can go in it. Everybody will be blacklisted. And the purpose for that is to do things like I just said, you know, to actually delete things. Nobody picks tools up off the ground either. Well, there's two fish there now. I'm not sure we have fish recipes though. I have to make fish recipes. I really should eat before I start taking damage. All this food. Damn me. Oh, I want cooked food. A lot of scrambled eggs in here. Oh, that must be new meat. I've never seen them move it off here for you. I waited a few days. I didn't stand around on that one. I turned it off, made a new box, and figured, okay, well, they'll probably move it, right? No, that's not the way it worked out. I ended up moving it. And so now I'm actually very leery about, like I did here. I did it anyway, but, you know, putting stuff in a warehouse that I know isn't going to be there later, that I have to move because, well, it's a pain in the ass. See? What was this person? Who was our last person? I didn't call anybody else in, did I? Yeah. I took care of whoever it was. I have no idea where I put them. Okay, nice. So instead of using the big clothing box, I'm going to use little outfit racks that you can put in the warehouse. And probably just 2 so that we have like 3 extra. Well, it would be, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be 4 extra. If I put 2 outfit racks, it's going to be 4 extra. Because there's 2 outfit racks on the Weaver. So 2 stored there, 2 stored in the warehouse. But it'll take up a lot less room than the clothing boxes are honking huge. Big and honking, I'm telling you. You would hope that was coming from here, but it's coming from the hunter, I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh. So, to stop production of something, which you can do, okay, so everything works the same, consistently. I don't know how many I get for these. The hunter will stop hunting if his storage is full. The question is, really only get 1 for each of this? Jeez. Alright, I got 7 meat. The smaller meats can be stored in these boxes. Yeah. This one. Yeah, that'll work. Those are gonna go bad. You can't eat them when they're red. It's my screw up. I took too many. They spoil in your bag a lot faster than in there. I want to go there. Okay. Wait a minute. That don't make any sense. The way you want it to face, it doesn't want to go. I want it to face so that... Alright. Alright. Have it face this way. So you're gonna make me turn this one, huh? What the shit? That should be it there. Just won't go next to it. Make sure it's facing the right way. Okay, I guess. It's what it is. So I wanted to see this. I'm afraid I'm confused. So, stores and displays, yeah, okay. Not working the same as the harbor box, everything clothing box. I may not want these. Or is he gonna go down there and get this stuff and bring it up here? She. Runa is a crafter. Jan is here. Just in case you were wondering. What the hell? Oh, yeah, she's not gonna be here. What's Ida's problem? Crafting warehouse 1. Starting and hungry. Work hours. She likes to gather. Crafting warehouse 1. Warehouse worker? That's the warehouse right behind me. Let's go see if they've made anything. I see people running away with hats. I saw someone with a hat and a hood. Hats and hoods. See what I'm saying? Until the hats and hoods are gone, they don't really move on to anything else. Naked is the day they were born. Or built. Why can't I find this Jan? Well, I'm going up to the barracks. Because if she's not night shift, she's getting assigned to the barracks. So, I might as well just come up here, because she should be a builder if I look at this view. Oh yeah, it was Gorm. Gorm, what's your deal, man? Alright, you're gonna make it better. You got steadfast resolve. Okay. And your hours are daytime. You are daytime. There you go. You can go here too. Get some training. I will get you guys housing because you're militia now. Oh yeah. Did I call in another person? I kind of feel like I went down there to do that. And I don't remember now. My brain hurts. Yeah, I need to get... Okay, so I don't have any extra tool and such storage. And again, the way this works is if you got this set to 1 of each thing, you're good to go. If you try to set it to more than that, then you're going to have inconsistent results. Because as you can see, right there's 12 things. So that's 24 if you take 12 times 2, if you put 2 in for everything. Okay, well, some things in here do have 2. I've got the simple bow set for... oh, I put the flimsy in there. Actually, I'm going to take the flimsy out now. That flimsy bow will probably never disappear out of there, but we're going to get it out of our building list because... I had it in there because... the simple bow requires bones, but we should get plenty of bones because you get them from the workers, the hunters. Oh, it's not in that box. Okay, well, wherever they go, I think they go in with the leather. I want to see how they're doing. I've never had 2 people on here. Not getting a lot done today, but I'm talking game day. I got that meat moved. Gotta work on the raw foods there. Make sure I got enough storage in the other thing. So I was thinking of making like an egg box. For most things, don't really need it. And things like, okay, berries and beetroots, put them in the same box. I only have 2 storage here. Oh no, this is right. Yeah, the 4 storage is over here. But we were getting full, weren't we? I don't know. I was having a problem with something. What the hell? I did put 4 storage in here. How are we looking? That's empty. That's nice. But there's stuff. Yeah, see, this is the thing. We got food coming in. We got 2 empty. It's not sorted anyway, which makes it difficult to determine really what you have. So my idea was to kind of sort it somehow. And the only way to do that, oh, keep looking for the take all button. Oh, I need to turn everything off in here. So the first thing you want to do before you start emptying one of these boxes is put it all to none. We got 2 empty boxes over there, so we're going to be okay for a minute, assuming the other box here isn't completely full. So, well, I think I'm going to need more storage. So what I was saying is an egg box. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Just eggs. If you point at it, you should be able to deposit if there's nothing in there. Oh, I gotta cook still. So, I can put this stuff in here. I have to take care of this cooking, and this has to wait. I gotta get this stone out of here. Where can I put this stone? Where can I put the stone? I don't have a stone warehouse yet. I have to go look at that. Then I'll come back and cook. I got 2 extra kitchens, so I don't have to fight with anybody anymore. Hey, buddy. Thank you. I'm a nice guy. I gave him some work. If I'd ate out of the cooked food box, he'd still be sitting there. Right now, he's gonna cook some food. Then I'll have some take home too, because he won't be able to put it all on the thing. So, before you guys get going here, huh? I know this is me and not you guys. Actually, throw it in there. Might have been somebody else. Could have been one of them big things was right there. Yeah, I got room to go this way, and I think I'd rather go this way. Except we have a problem here. You hear it? I don't see it, but the problem being furry rats. Ish. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's going the right way. I'm gonna take it for. I was gonna come out because I can get it pretty straight coming out like that, but looking at this and getting 90-degree angles a little tougher. What am I doing? I'm building a warehouse, but I have to have a fence. I mean, I can build a warehouse, but then I have to put the fence up anyway, so. Son of a gun. Oh, I went too far. I went too far. Something screwy. Not enough room, is there? Maybe. If I can get it. Oh, it's so too tight. If I could get it. Oh, wow. So sensitive. I feel like this little 3D graphic isn't quite straight either. There's not enough room. I'm gonna have to take the fence out one way or the other, and this is the way actually. Yeah, of course you're gonna be right in the fracking way, cause that's where I put you, right in the way. His name's Sasuke, right? Alright. I knew that. Okay, let's do fence first. Okay. We got you too, huh? That too, Brute? I got an idea. Guess we got a cottage done. Something. That thing is fucked. It is so crooked. Alright, you lined up like the other one. Or it's the other one facing the other way. Damn. Because I didn't notice, didn't look. That's kind of a 90 degree coming off this wall here. Kinda. Ish. Temporary fences are the worst. See, this one's going the wrong way. I could do this all day. I don't want to do it all day. It's way here that I'm missing. To make it go less when I tap the button. Shit. Oh, I think I got it. Close enough. I'm gonna give it room now. It's good enough. Oh, how close am I to getting at that water though? As long as it fits, I don't really care, I guess. I don't want to destroy the water, but I will if I must. Probably be right there. Should have pushed it as far as I could that way. Shit. See, they come in and out of both sides, so. I feel it's maybe a little better. I don't fucking know. Stone warehouse. Alright. What else are we doing? Clothing should be, yes, clothing is being made. I keep seeing guys with hats. He just ran past me with a hat. I just wish I had. Actually, I'm going to go rearrange it now. We're going to get shirts on top. Now, hats ain't for everybody. Some people really hate hats. Some people got heads of hairs. It's like the lion's mane, you know? I don't need no stinking hat. There's our hats. So you had a day of making hats. We're getting the shirt and pants up in here. and the shoes. Because quite frankly, I care about those more than the hats. Shit, I even care about the gloves more than the hats. And the capes. Alright. In fact, I'm going to put the capes after the shoes before the gloves. The cape keeps your people dry. Now these basic linen capes, they don't work for the cold, but we can't make the other one yet. We are working on whatever building we need to do, which I don't know what it is right now, actually, to tell you the truth. So I was doing this food. So much stuff. Oh, shit, I didn't prioritize that. I'm gonna get them beds done ASAP. I'll take that full meat. Empty glass storage. Fire. Wood's not full. Sod. Where did I put coal storage? actually think I put it in the raw food place. No. Probably should put a gate on the other end of that. At least I got 4 of them. I'm kind of thinking I'm looking for firewood. I don't see any firewood. How can you tell? You get used to it. So, coal storage guy probably picked up everything on the way to the woodcutter. He's emptying the woodcutter now for firewood. Well, where's she getting that from? I looked and there wasn't any. Oh, there's that storage in the woodcutter. I mean, the wood hut. Both emptied out. Excuse me. And I think there may be one in the crafting thing. I'm not absolutely sure. Crafting warehouse. Alright, you have fun. I'm going to spend the day at the beach. We'll get a quick meal here. There's some firewood. I was like, she went and got that? I was surprised. Oh, I gotta cook this fish before it goes bad. Shit. Okay. Does it look like they got bark stored there? I guess they like variety. I don't know what the fuck that was all about. I was kind of disconcerting for a second there. Oh, I was like trying to get it out of there because I thought, I don't know what I thought. I was like, what are you guys doing? I got bum rushed. I heard them coming too. So I was hitting that E key. First I thought, well, if you take over a cook's crock pot, they're pretty chintzy about it. They'll get up from their sleep and come over and when it's done. So I need a little work on that logic. So that's why I'm kind of happy that I have 2 extra cooking things right now. Okay. Well, fish stew not as popular as fish soup. Okay, so we have 2 new recipes. However, both of these are making 20. I have to, I'm gonna have to get the old piece of paper out and go to each of those and write down what recipes they got in. I'm trying to cook all the different recipes. So, you're limited to 20 things, so I'll explain it again very quick. First of all, 20, 5 times 4. They don't stack on that table. Okay? But the cook is only going to cook 20 things, which means come in here. That's not where you're coming. Don't come in there. Come down here, hit the Q key, and you can't do it without a worker assigned. There's a worker assigned over here. What the hell? Somebody die? Somebody leave? Did I accidentally assign somebody to something else? Where's my cook? Uh-oh. Better get him going. My people can't be hungry, though. I mean, still got a shit ton of food in here. Did a guy quit? I can go back in time on this log. I must have accidentally assigned him to something else. How long has he been gone? Didn't like the job? Up and quit? Okay, we got attacks and left. Whoops. Huh, so further I can go back. I have no clue. Well, I know what to do about it. Move her from the barbecue. Alright. So 2, 4, 8, 10, 14, 18, 20. That's all she's gonna cook. Okay. And whether she even gets past the first one depends on if they come up and taken, you know, have they come up and taken a plate away, right? If they just like, if they take the first recipe, they take the plate away, one plate away, so you're gonna want to cook it to fill it up. It doesn't wait till they take 4 either. But warehouse guys are coming and taking them, so in the end, yes, that's actually what happens is, you know, 4 are, all of them are taken away and she starts again. So, as long as I've got that set up to bring the cooked food in here, but I am going to turn that off. Okay. And how I'm going to do that is just turn it off. Okay. So, when I get another cook, we got the fish recipes that can go in here, and we'll throw whatever recipes are left there that aren't on the other 2 already, because I'm just trying to cook unique things up. And if I have a surplus of something else, probably what I use the 4th one for. Problem is you can't screw with the recipes unless somebody's assigned there. Yeah. So yeah, it seems an oversight since they're not really connected to it. Okay, if they were proprietary recipes to the worker, that's one thing, right? Maybe they are if you kind of let your worker discover them. I don't know. Does that happen? Or do you have to do it? I did it myself, but... Okay, what was I working on? Fuck, I don't remember. I want to work on getting the mine up and running. We need to get more people. So do I have somebody that just came in? Once you get the builder thing. So I only got 2 builders. See. Let's, maybe somebody got unhappy and left, you know? Ida's still unhappy. She doesn't like the crafting warehouse. What's going on? Slightly decreasing. I'm sending her on fracking vacation. I can't. I need somebody in the crafting warehouse. I have no blue things. I have to go get blue things. So it's my lot in life. Also need to put down gathering markers, so I'll get some rope. I do have 7. Get these bones out of my damn thing before they go bad. You can have stones too. I ain't that way. Drop off seeds. Eat some cooked food. Check my pickaxe, it's good. Where are we going? Guess over here. These are all gathering markers. There really wasn't that much up in there. In fact, as you get closer to the coastline, you know what? We're gonna go south, east here. South of the wolf thing, north of, what's there, cemetery over there? There's another wolf den. Where's my closest gathering marker? Pretty much right there, huh? We'll go there, figure it out from there. I'm actually after the blue things, but I might as well kill two birds with one stone, get blue things, and get some more gathering markers out there for these people. Should I put this down? Oh, it is down. They just don't want to get the terraforming done. It's been like that. I don't know why. Stonecutter's been out here where I was. Hard to say. You know what? I'm not going to grab them. We'll let them gather. Oh, did I grab extra rope? I forgot, didn't I? Passed some damn flax. There's some. Here, little flaxy flax. Isn't there another one right here? I guess that's the one I saw. Okay, you're winning. My timing's off. Knocking my meats all over the damn place. Whatever. Put it here. I can't get the food one, but it varies. That's a problem. Also a problem. Oh. Of course, they don't have any defenses. You should run. Yeah. Touché. Did I drop those flasks here or somewhere else? They're gonna make me make new flasks. Ah, I dropped them here. Alright. Something I've been meaning to take care of. First of all, I need water things in the warehouses. Just as backup. Mainly the farm. Hi guys. wouldn't happen to want to follow me all the way through my village up to my archers, would you? No? I'm working on defenses. Our defenses ain't so great yet. Wow, there's 3 of them. Holy frack. Oh, somebody's gonna die. Did he block me? Okay, asshole. You missed big time. Where'd he go? Okay. It's not even over. Okay, I guess definitely need to get our watchtowers up. Fence would be nice too. What happened there? Did I not eat? It's not... Oops. Oh. It's yellow. It's yellow. Don't work. How about that? Somebody ought to get over here and fix this fence. Oh, they totally can't rebuild? Oh yeah. There we go. Three dragger. Gotta get iron. Try one more, I guess. Well, it's the end of the episode, except we're going to finish this blood moon. Try to. Probably will die. We're sending a lot of guys on the first 2. I mean, okay. 2 skells and a draugr ain't bad, but 3 draugr on the second one? I can't even imagine what the third one's going to be. Must have to do with my advancement level. Is she getting anything else done here? Because, you know, I'd like a shirt. No. There's some of my guys running around with shirts, I hope. Actually, I don't want a shirt. I just want some pants. Yeah. Well, the heavy club is alright, I guess. Is what it is. I gotta be careful. It seems to do the heavy attack without me actually pointing at the guy. Okay, they're back. I come and hit you in the head. Oh, 2 draugr at least. And a skell. Oh, not that. Where's my mouse? Oh, come on with this fucking Windows sticky keys bullshit. Alright. To disable this keyboard shortcut and ease of access. Oh, now I can see my fucking mouse cursor. They're still here. No? My weapon's gone? What the hell? Fuck me. Good work, people. Who else died? For fuck's sakes. Trying to get forward as much as I can. Well, obviously we're way under tech. We need swords. Okay, I was gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at it now, because I know nothing's gonna happen in a minute. Right, the armor smith. I can build this. Why do I need this? Don't I have the leather worker? Okay. How big is it? Oh, it's not that big. I'll find a spot for this. You know what? Didn't help that I never got a patrol up and running. There's that. That's going up. We need a bloomery thing too, huh? How big is that? Alright. Well, I don't know about in here. Unless I get rid of the temporary housing, which I'm planning on moving people into a cottage. It's right back there. I see the cottage. Hey, you guys. Soon you'll be over here, but there's only 2 beds in here right now. So I have to do that. Stupid sticky keys. Ease of access, it says. You can turn it off. Can I turn it off? I better be able to turn that fucking thing off. Because that was fucking annoying. Nobody would believe that happened. And I'm like trying to get the mouse over there, but I can't see the mouse cursor. Crazy shit. Okay. At least that's ready to go. We were working on another one over here that's probably done. Didn't I pop one down? No? Well, I did this one, but I was going to put one next to it, and I guess I didn't put it down. I got the warehouse. The farmer's pretty full. I guess I didn't. I just built that one. Wait, I know how to find out. Housing, yes. Cottage, 4, 5, 6 cottages, at least. It says there. It's cottage 6. 02, yeah? Yeah, where's cottage 6? Oh, that's probably the one I was just in. Alright. Because this one says 3 of 6. 0 of 2. 4 of 6. 0 of 5. Where's that one at? Probably the barracks. The barracks. The housing for the barracks. Boy, that sucked. Yeah, you can't stand toe to toe with those boys. This one has 6 in it, so it ain't that one. You not have a place to live? Oh. Come on, Astrid. I'm gonna assign one of my builders to the healer's hut. Maybe she'll come over here. I kind of forgot about the healer's hut. Oh, there you go, Lassie. You get a job. I'm gonna find you a home too. We'll put you over here, so I know there's room in here. You came in just before the battle. How can I help her? Well, he's on day shift because they come in default day shift. What can I do for her? I can bring her garlic. Oh, I probably didn't need any, did I? Oops. We're going to put her on leisure time. Okay. You did good. She's gonna die on me. She needs to eat that garlic. Eat the garlic. Eat the garlic. Do it. Do it, I dare you. Started to try to move, but she can't. Anything I can do, I don't know. She must have killed this Draugr by herself, though. Good girl. Yeah, lost all my tools, I guess. I will go check by. I didn't even know Draugr went up that way. It was way more than I thought. It's my stuff. Let's see the shield. It probably broke, I don't know. It was pretty bad shape to begin with. Oh. That's the Eye of Odin. Alright. Can't tell if anybody has a shirt. I don't know what they look like. I never got these shirts. Wait a minute. You guys looking. It's the migration, the food migration. They gotta worship before they eat, huh? Well, okay. I just want to catch Joran. There she is. I bet you buck. See, this is the problem with having things like this stone in this warehouse. Is she'll go way out there and get some stone to fill it because she cares about the box. That's to help her fill up them water barrels. See? Where's she going with that? I have no clue now. Well, that happened. And I wanted to give two to my cooks, who are both AWOL. Just to help out with the cooking. And then I've got to get water barrels over here by the farm to help out with the water in the farm in the barn. And I will give 2 extra things to that to keep them full to help, because it helps them. And I already have the water barrels here. I just need the girl. There she is. Squared away. This is finally done. And with all the bark laying around, I'm gonna make up more of those and give to all the farmers, because they have to water the fields, and if they have to go back and forth more to the thing, then then they're not as efficient. Oh. Me, I only have water in my water bottle. My large axe is gone, I guess. Let's go see if Astrid got hungry enough to eat the garlic, or maybe she's not allowed to. I don't know. She's still here. Maybe she's got a little health back. It's 40. I didn't look at the number. I was just looking at the bar. I don't know what I can do for her. I'm gonna look into help. Huh? What? Huh. We need to be starting to get in the militia. Let's figure this out. But you know what? That'll be next episode. Casca out.